They say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but you should be able to judge a web page by its title. In this lesson, we'll explore different styles of titles and understand their unique advantages. I'll also share some practical techniques for title creation, such as using numbers, action verbs, and emotional triggers to make your titles more attention grabbing. Finally, we'll look at how to include your focus key phrase in the title without losing its natural and engaging tone. Before we dive in, you might be wondering why we're discussing the title towards the end of the writing stage instead of at the start. What I find is that as I craft a blog post, my content can evolve unexpectedly, leading to new insights or a shifted focus. Writing the title last ensures it aligns perfectly with the final shape of your post, encapsulating all the key points. Think of it as sealing a jar. You'd want to be sure everything is inside before you put the lid on. The title of your blog post is your first chance to captivate your reader and impress search engines. It holds immense power in determining whether a reader will click to read more or pass by. From an SEO perspective, the title is a key factor search engines use to understand the content of your page. If done right, it can significantly enhance your visibility in search engine results. Now, as with the last lesson where we worked on our subheadings, the careful planning work we've already put into defining our message and approach should help us here. If I wanted to keep things simple, I could call Green Cat's blog post Eco-Friendly Cat Toys, the best choice for your cat and the planet. It's descriptive, clear, concise, and, of course, it contains my focus key phrase. Aim for a title that's between 50 and 60 characters. This length is optimal as it's short enough to display fully in search engine results, encouraging more clicks, while still providing enough space to include relevant information that appeals to both readers and search engine algorithms. Great news for fans of keeping things simple and efficient. All of the techniques we explored in the last lesson about subheadings apply to titles too. Starting with an action verb, creating intrigue, solving a problem, or asking a question are all excellent starting points for an effective title. Your approach might also suggest your title. For example, if you've written a how-to style post, you're probably going to want to start it with the words how to. There's really no need to overthink it. Let's look at a few other title ideas. Many of these can be used for subheadings too, and if you experiment with them now, even if you don't use them this time, they might give you some ideas for what to write next. List titles like 10 Reasons to Choose Green Cat's Eco-Friendly Cat Toys offer clarity about the content structure and suggest a quick, informative read. And using a number like this is a powerful tactic in its own right. Just be sure that your number is written as a numeral and not a word. Many studies have shown that when used in a headline or title, numerals are more attention grabbing. They also make titles shorter, so it's a real win-win. Look what happens if I type facts about space into Google. Pretty much every title result has a number in it. It's no coincidence. Lists of facts or tips are more clickable when you put a number next to them, regardless of what the number is. Teaser titles like The Surprising Ingredient in Green Cat's Eco-Friendly Cat Food invoke curiosity and suspense, luring readers in to find out more. Just make sure your article does indeed deliver on what it promises in the title. So in this case, the ingredient needs to be genuinely surprising. If your headline lures people in with exaggerated claims and the content fails to meet those expectations, you risk high bounce rates, which can negatively impact your SEO. Testimonial or case study titles, such as How Green Cat's Eco-Friendly Cat Toys Transformed My Cat's Playtime, offer a personal touch and create credibility. Or try using power words or emotional triggers. Words like amazing, powerful, revolutionary can make your title more enticing. For example, discover Green Cat's revolutionary eco-friendly cat toys. For more help crafting your title, check out my Writing Persuasive Headlines class. It's packed full of examples for creating tempting headlines, titles, and email subject lines. It also shares a tried and tested fallback headline formula you can use when you get stuck and need to come up with a great headline or title in a hurry. It's perfect for when you're on the spot and you need to come up with something quickly, or you're having a creative block and you need to get your creative juices flowing. You can also try out free online headline tools like this one by Headline Studio. As with any automated tool, it's not foolproof and the free version has limitations, but it's an excellent way of generating ideas. Of course, your focus key phrase needs to appear in your title, but as we've discussed before, your focus key phrase is effectively what your blog post is about, so including it should be a no-brainer. If you're struggling to find a way of incorporating your focus key phrase into a title that also accurately describes what your readers can expect from your post, I'll be honest, something's gone wrong. Maybe it's time to have a power nap, then start this class from the beginning. A note on URLs. Your blog post's URL is more than an address. It's an essential part of SEO. Usually, your blogging platform will auto-generate a URL based on your title, but it's wise to customize it. Aim for a clear and concise URL that includes relevant keywords. For instance, 10 eco-friendly toys your cat will love is better as simply eco-friendly cat toys. Trimming the number from the post title is beneficial for another significant reason. It gives you the flexibility to edit your blog post later, either to add or remove content without making the URL inaccurate. This is crucial as altering your URL after the post has been published is something you want to avoid. Doing so can break any existing backlinks to your article or potentially cause a too many redirects error. Before you move on to the next lesson, take the time to practice crafting various styles of titles for your blog post and write them in your workbook. Experiment with starting your title with an action verb, using numbers, or creating a sense of curiosity. Ensure that your focus key phrase is naturally incorporated into your title and that it aligns with the content of your blog post. In our next lesson, we'll skip to the end of our post and look at how to craft a persuasive call to action. Keep up the good work.